I feel like this story is breaking my heart because last week, quite literally on eSpice, we were talking about the fact that Chioma, actually the last this month has been really good for that couple, Davido and Chioma.
Yeah.
They'd been broken up for a long time. They got back together this month. In addition to that, they had such a beautiful photo shoot with their child, David
Ifeanyi.
Ifeanyi, and it was so beautiful. There is the beautiful son, David, and they had such a beautiful party last week. He was turning 3 years old, and oh my God, the pictures just made me want to cry. And Davido also put up such a beautiful caption with regard to his son, and it was so cool. I remember I saw the caption and I was like, oh my God, I want a daddy who can say stuff like that for me. And let me try and pull up the quote. As I pull it up, I'll continue to tell you the story. So unfortunately, well, for whatever reason, they had to travel. So Davido and his fiance Chioma had to travel to a specific area, and they left their child in the hands of one of the caretakers that they normally would leave the child in the hands of. And this is unfortunately where things went wrong. 2 hours of searching for a child, 2 hours of trying to locate a child who you have been left with, a 3-year-old baby boy who literally turned 3 years old days before. They searched for the kid. Eventually, they found that he had been in the pool within the residential home and drowned. They picked up the kid, tried to take him to the hospital. This is David. Took the kid to the hospital, tried to resuscitate him, but unfortunately, he had succumbed. So Davido and Chioma are, at this moment in time, pretty much trying to grapple the fact that they had their son a few weeks ago. I remember the quote that he put up on the birthday of David Ifeanyi. This is Davido. He quoted, and I quote, he said, "I pray with all my heart that God grants you the perfect health, pure happiness for as long as humanly possible. You will grow to be greater than me. Happy birthday, my son." And after that quote, days after that quote, now you are thinking, my child is gone. The baby unfortunately succumbed on the 31st. Again, just on, what do you call it, Halloween. And that is how things have been. It was confirmed on the 1st. And we're all still trying to come to terms with the fact that he has lost such a beautiful baby boy. Now look at that baby boy. That is such a beautiful kid, just turned 3 years old. And I honestly can't even begin to start to explain how I would feel if I was in that situation. This is your kid. You left them in the care of someone else. You come back home to hear that, oh, I'm sorry, there was a mistake. I didn't know where they were. And just like that, the kid is gone. And this comes to mind the people that you leave your children with. It's very important for you to leave your children with, I don't know, responsible people. But unfortunately, accidents do happen.
Yeah.
And in this case, we can't blame anyone. All you can say is it was a horrible accident, and rest in peace, David.
Yeah, I can't even start to imagine what they're going through. Your child. And you know, when you leave, you know, anytime you even leave the house to go to work or go wherever, leaving your child behind is it's just anxiety, especially if you're transitioning to maybe an old caretaker to another new person, and now you're thinking, will they be okay? You know, you don't want to be called and told there's an accident that has happened. It is so hard. If I had an option to just stay at home with my child and just walk with him forever, anywhere he goes, I am there, I would opt for that option. But sometimes, you know, you have to do other things other than take care of your child. And there's this thing about mom guilt and everything. And I just hope Chioma is not going through that and thinking about that and thinking, what if I had stayed? What if I had not gone for this event with my, you know, fiance and everything? I just hope that things are really working out for them. And the best we could do is just send them love. You know, after I didn't even know about it. I saw it on someone's status, like a mutual friend of theirs, and they're like, so sorry about Davido and Chioma. So I'm like, I hit him up and I'm like, yo, what's happening? What's wrong? And he says, I think they lost their son. They haven't confirmed it. And it was like, I hope it's not true. I hope, yo. And I was like, Jesus Christ, Jesus. And you just want to hug your child closer and just say, you know what? If I There are no words. There are no words.
It
It's just
is-
a very tragic situation.
It's so heartbreaking. It is so, and that guilt especially, trust me, let me tell you, you will blame yourself for years. I remember when I lost my mom, I was pretty much just, it's like you're counting every single thing that you did wrong
Yeah.
before this particular thing happened, and it feels like I could have done this, I could have done this. You're blaming yourself for literally everything across the earth. Should I have done this, this wouldn't have happened. Should I have been more careful about, so imagining that for your own child,
It
may
is a
he
lot.
rest in peace, and may they find some semblance of peace. We hope and pray that you have your family supporting you, all your friends supporting you, and that brings you some sort of comfort, because it's definitely hard.
And unfortunately, we just have had us a long string of unfortunate news and very sad news, even with Takeoff being shot over a dice game
Surely,
over the
at
weekend.
28.
At 28, he was shot over a dice game, like dice. And that happened. And then we had, you know, a festival in Korea. Where people, you know, a lot of people died. People had heart attacks because of a stampede that happened. And then there was the Somali thing. And then there was also another concert by, is it Fali or someone?
I'm not sure.
Exactly. There's just been a long string of deaths that
This
have
weekend
happened.
has been heavy.
Exactly. And I think the thing we can take away from this, collectively as human beings, can we stop taking videos and pictures of dead people and posting it on the internet?
Surely.
Because it is so heart-wrecking. I just, like, especially with Takeoff, you know, this is a legend. This is a rapper who has died. He has brought entertainment to so many people. He never had beef. He was very into his own thing. You know, he never had the drama. We've never had Takeoff drama, you know.
No.
He was a very chilled, low-key person. So to see people taking videos of his dead body while others are trying to help him, it was so heartbreaking. As a human being, can we not take pictures of dead people, videos, and post them on the internet? It serves nobody. It is of no use. Please stop. It's so heartbreaking.
And the worst part is, like, now you leave us with that as the final thought of this person.
Yeah.
Because they cannot come back and start to clean up their image. This is the last image that we will have of this man.
Yeah.
Him bleeding out, his brain oozing. I mean, surely.
There was no reason. It is very unnecessary. So let's just collectively, as humans, decide we're not going to be doing that, okay? Please, I beg you. Anyway, that we have had a lot of sad stories anyway.